Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English with Podcasts, the place where learning English feels calm, human, and real. I'm Emma, and I'm so happy you're here with us today. It is one of those days where the world seems to move a little slower, isn't it?
And I'm Leo. A warm hello to all of you listening at home, on your way to work, or maybe taking a quiet walk through a park where the leaves are crunching under your feet. Wherever you are, we're really glad you're here. We know your time is precious, and sharing it with us means a lot.
Today feels a little special, Leo. I woke up this morning and looked out the window, and I just felt this deep need to pause.
It does. There's a certain feeling in the air. It's hard to describe, but it's like the earth itself is taking a breath before moving into something new.
A feeling of pause, of looking back, of taking a breath. We spend so much of our lives looking forward, planning the next hour, the next day, the next project. We forget to look at the ground we have already covered.
Yes, today we're talking about your year, the year that just passed. Whether it was a year of great success or a year of quiet survival, it belongs to you.
Not in a rushed way, not in a stressful way. We aren't here to check off a list of goals or talk about productivity in the way the world usually does.
But in a gentle, thoughtful way. Reflection shouldn't feel like an exam. It should feel like a conversation with an old friend.
Because when we stop and look back, we learn something important about life and about English. Language isn't just about grammar rules, it's about how we express our human experience.
Exactly. This episode will help you practice English, but it will also help you reflect. We want to give you the words to describe your journey.
So imagine this. You're sitting with a warm drink. Tea, coffee, maybe just a glass of water with a slice of lemon.
You're comfortable, you're calm, your phone is face down, and for the next few minutes, the world can wait.
And you're thinking about the last 12 months. If you close your eyes, what do you see?
The good moments, those flashes of light where you laughed until your stomach hurt or felt a sudden burst of pride.
The difficult moments. The days when the rain felt a bit too heavy and you weren't sure how to keep going.
The quiet moments, the mornings where nothing happened but everything felt okay.
And the moments that changed you. Those turning points where you realized you weren't the same person you were in January.
That's what today is about. It's a celebration of your growth.
But before we begin, we have a small favor to ask. We love making these episodes for you.
If you enjoy learning English with us, please subscribe to English with Podcasts. It's a simple click for you, but it means the world to us.
It really helps our channel grow and allows us to reach more people who want to learn English in a peaceful way.
And if this episode helps you, please give it a like and share it with someone who's learning English too. Maybe a friend who needs a little encouragement today.
Thank you so much. Now, let's begin. Leo, when you hear the words last year, what is the first thing you feel? What is that immediate physical reaction?
Honestly, I feel surprised. My heart actually beats a little faster because I can't quite believe how much happened in such a short window of time.
Surprised? Tell me more about that.
Yes, I think, wow, that went fast. I look at photos from last January and it feels like they were taken yesterday, but at the same time, the person in those photos feels like a stranger.
I feel the same. Sometimes it feels like the year just started, like we were just making our resolutions and watching the first snow or the first spring flowers.
And suddenly, it's over. The calendar pages turned while we were busy living.
Time can be very strange like that. It's not a straight line, is it? It's more like a river that speeds up and slows down.
It can feel slow on hard days. Those days where you're waiting for a phone call or dealing with a cold and the clock seems to stop.
And very fast on happy days. Those summer evenings with friends where you look at your watch and 4 hours have vanished.
When I think about last year, I don't just think about events or dates on a calendar.
I think about emotions. I think about the texture of the year.
I remember moments when I felt proud, like when I finally finished that project I had been avoiding for months.
Moments when I felt tired, not just physically tired, but that deep soul tiredness that tells you it's time to rest.
Moments when I felt excited about the future, that spark of an idea that keeps you awake at night in a good way.
And moments when I felt unsure, standing at a crossroads and not knowing which path to take.
And all of that is part of life. The uncertainty is just as important as the clarity.
That's why reflecting is so powerful. It lets us see the pattern in the chaos.
Let's talk about actions first. Real things we did, physical steps we took.
Good idea. Let's look at the past simple of our lives. Leo, tell me one thing you did last year that stands out, something that really changed your daily rhythm.
Take your time. There's no rush to answer. Okay. Last year, I decided to change my routine. I realized I was starting my days in a state of panic, checking my emails the second I opened my eyes.
Change your routine. How did you actually break that habit?
I started waking up earlier, just 30 minutes at first. I left my phone in another room.
That's a big change. 30 minutes can feel like an eternity when you're used to sleeping in.
It was hard at first, very hard. My bed felt so warm and the room felt so cold.
I believe that. The old self always fights against the new self.
But I wanted more quiet time in the morning. I wanted to be the owner of my first hour of the day.
And did it work? Did the effort pay off?
Yes, I drank my coffee slowly. I watched the light change on the wall. I read a book that had nothing to do with work. I thought about my life instead of my tasks.
That sounds peaceful. It sounds like you gave yourself a gift every single morning.
It changed how my days felt. I felt less like a leaf being blown by the wind and more like the tree itself.
That's a great example of past simple English. It's so useful for storytelling.
I decided, I started, I changed. These are simple words, but they carry so much weight.
All finished actions in the past. They are the building blocks of your history.
Exactly. What about you, Emma? What did you do?
For me, last year, I learned something new. I stepped out of my comfort zone and into the kitchen.
Oh, what did you learn? Are we talking about professional level or just for fun?
I learned how to cook better. I used to be someone who viewed cooking as a chore, something I had to do just to stay alive.
Better cooking is always a win. It nourishes the body and the spirit.
Before, I cooked the same 3 meals again and again: pasta, salad, toast, over and over.
Very common. It's easy to get stuck in a food rut.
But last year, I tried new recipes. I bought spices I couldn't pronounce. I tried techniques I saw in videos.
Did you make mistakes? Did you burn anything down?
Many. Some meals were terrible. I made a soup once that was so salty it was completely inedible. I cried a little bit over that soup.
That's how learning works. You have to make the salty soup to understand the balance of flavors.
But now, I feel more confident. I can look at a fridge full of random ingredients and see a meal.
You see, mistakes lead to growth. If you aren't failing, you aren't learning anything new.
Now let's shift a little. Let's move from what we did to who we have become.
From actions to experiences, this is where we move into a different part of the language.
This is where present perfect English is useful. It bridges the past and the present.
Yes, when we talk about life experience, we use have or has with the past participle.
For example, I can say, I have learned to be more patient. I didn't just learn it once on a Tuesday. It's a quality I carry with me now.
The learning started in the past, but it's still true now. It's an ongoing state of being.
Exactly. It's about the impact the past has on your current soul.
I can say I have realized that balance is important. I used to think that working harder was the only way to succeed.
That's a powerful sentence. Many people go their whole lives without realizing that.
Last year taught me that work is important. It gives us purpose and pays the bills.
But rest is important too. Without rest, the work loses its quality and we lose our joy.
Yes, I have found that I'm a better worker when I'm a better rester.
And this is something many people learn with time. It's a lesson that often requires a bit of burnout before it sticks.
Especially when life feels busy, when the world is shouting at you to do more, be more, buy more.
Now, let's talk about challenges. We can't talk about a year without talking about the mountains we had to climb.
Because every year has them. No life is a flat, easy road.
Leo, what was something difficult for you last year? What was your mountain?
I struggled with saying no. It sounds simple, but for me, it was incredibly painful.
Saying no? You mean to invitations or to work?
Yes, I said yes to too many things. I said yes to extra projects, yes to social events I was too tired to attend, yes to helping everyone else while neglecting myself.
Work, plans, responsibilities, it all adds up until you can't breathe.
All of it. I felt like I was carrying a backpack full of stones, and every time I said yes, I added another stone.
That can be exhausting. It leads to a very specific kind of resentment.
It was. I felt overwhelmed. I felt like I was failing everyone because I was trying to please everyone.
Overwhelmed means feeling like there's too much, like a wave that is too big to swim through.
Exactly. I was underwater.
And what did you learn from that? What was the gold you found in that difficult experience?
I learned that saying no is not rude. It's not a rejection of the other person.
That's an important lesson. It's actually an act of honesty.
It's healthy. It's saying, I care about this relationship enough to not show up when I'm angry or exhausted.
And for me, last year challenged my confidence. I took on some new responsibilities that made me feel like an amateur again.
In what way? You always seem so sure of yourself, Emma.
Sometimes I doubted myself. I had that imposter syndrome where I felt like any moment someone would realize I didn't know what I was doing.
That's very honest. I think we all feel that way more often than we admit.
But through those moments, I learned something. I stayed in the discomfort instead of running away.
What did you learn?
I learned that confidence grows when you keep going. It doesn't come before the action, it comes during and after the action.
Even when you feel unsure, especially when you feel like you're walking in the dark.
Especially when you feel unsure. Bravery isn't the absence of fear, it's doing it while your hands are shaking.
That's a beautiful lesson. It's something our listeners can apply to English too. You don't wait to be confident to speak, you speak to become confident.
Now, let's talk about people. We are social creatures, and our years are colored by the people we share them with.
Because people shape our year. They're the mirrors that show us who we are.
Friends, family, coworkers, the person who makes your coffee every morning.
Even strangers, a kind word from someone on the bus can change your whole trajectory.
Last year reminded me how important connection is. Real, deep, unfiltered connection.
Me too. We spend so much time behind screens, but a screen can't replace a hug or a shared look.
A simple message, a phone call, a conversation where you really listen without looking at your notifications.
These small things matter. They are the stitches that hold the fabric of our lives together.
They can change a hard day into a good one. Just knowing that someone is thinking of you is a powerful anchor.
And learning English is part of that. It's not just about passing a test or getting a promotion.
Yes, English helps you connect. It opens a door to millions of people you couldn't speak to before.
It helps you share your story. It allows you to hear the stories of others. It makes the world feel a little smaller and more familiar.
Now, imagine this scenario. It's a common one for language learners.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're talking to someone in English, maybe a new colleague or a traveler you met, and they ask you, "How was your year?"
A simple question, but a big one. It can feel intimidating to answer because you want to say so much.
You don't need a perfect answer. You don't need a 20-minute monologue with perfect grammar.
You can say, it was challenging, but I learned a lot.
That is a complete, honest, and grammatically perfect sentence.
Or, it was busy but meaningful. It acknowledges the stress but highlights the value.
Or, it wasn't easy, but I grew. This shows resilience. It shows that you are a survivor.
These are natural, powerful sentences. They use but to show the balance of life.
And they're real. People respond to reality, not to a perfect script.
Now, let's look forward for just a moment. Let's turn our eyes to the horizon.
Not goals, not pressure, no New Year, New Me slogans.
Just intention. What is the flavor you want the next year to have?
How do you want to feel in the new year? What is the internal climate you want to create?
That's the real question. It's more important than what you want to get.
Not what do you want to achieve, because achievements can be taken away.
But how do you want to live? How do you want to treat yourself and others?
Calm, curious, strong, soft.
There's no wrong answer. Your intention might be, I want to be more adventurous. Or it might be, I want to be more still.
And you can express it in simple English. You don't need complex metaphors.
I want to feel more relaxed. Use the verb want followed by the infinitive to feel.
I want to keep learning. This shows a commitment to growth.
I want to take better care of myself. This is a promise of self-love.
These sentences matter. They're like seeds you plant in your mind.
And you already know how to say them. You have the tools, you just need to use them.
That's progress. The fact that you can express your deepest desires in a second language is a miracle.
Before we finish, we want to say something important to you, something that comes from our hearts.
If you're listening to this right now, in this second,
You have already done something amazing. You have shown up for yourself.
you have learned English this year. Think about that for a moment. You are understanding this conversation.
Maybe a little, maybe you only understand 50%.
Maybe a lot. Maybe you understand every word and every joke.
But learning a language takes courage. It takes the willingness to look silly and make mistakes.
And consistency. It takes the discipline to listen when you'd rather be doing something else.
And you showed up, day after day, week after week.
We are really proud of you. We see your effort, even if we aren't in the room with you.
Truly, you are part of a global community of people who are trying to understand each other better.
And we're grateful to be part of your journey. It is an honor to be the voices in your ears.
Before we go, take a quiet moment today. Don't rush to the next task or the next video.
Think about your year. Give yourself credit for everything you survived.
Think about what you learned, the big lessons and the tiny ones.
Think about how you changed. Look at the ways you were stronger or kinder than you were a year ago.
And say it out loud, in English, even if you're alone in your room.
Even one sentence is enough. I am proud of myself. I have grown. I am learning.
Thank you so much for spending this time with English with Podcasts. You make this possible.
We love having you here. We love reading your comments and hearing your stories.
Keep learning, not because you have to, but because you can.
Keep reflecting. It's the only way to make sense of the journey.
And be kind to yourself. You are doing a hard thing and you're doing it well.
We'll see you in the next episode. We have so many more things to talk about.
Bye, everyone. Have a beautiful, reflective day.
Take care. See you soon.
And remember, your English is getting better every single day, even when it doesn't feel like it.
Just keep breathing and keep listening. You've got this.
Until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.